Waya bota now. Ugi bota we say niwa. Na ya fere bahabe uza no gbera. Magwa ka ehun. Mana terun wa dole wo na yi. Sorobo no la owo. Ma ya fe na nirun. Na ma la o da o. Owo wa ri ma. Owe ewo idun ni ma ye. Ewo ni ma na nirun. Eni ma nirun ge no sorobo la no ge ase ni ma ya fe. Oba atokpe se anyway then na mala ma agwa kan ihe wo ihe bi ha kinewo wo kine owa ni maye ihe so ba na gihe mu maria iru ni manano ya na ogwo egwa ye be na de na ore wa go teme Victor Bizugbe
de na wo wa de na wo zamu ya bi total afika pa ti wo wa ni wa gbe okuto ni wa dan he emi na ha gwa hu da na tere ma
Wẹ́rẹ́ àwọn ẹ̀rọ ló yá àárò mi ló yá lòdẹ́ ọba àtọ́pẹ́ yìí.
Iṣẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ wa ọ̀tẹ̀ pásítọ̀ ọ̀hún lámúrè.
Ìwé ẹ̀dùnúgún mi wà bí ẹnìyẹn ká yìí fún ibùsọ̀ ọba gọ̀ ẹ̀yà rọ̀ wà bí dàn yọ̀ ọ̀sà ọba ẹ̀gì màmí òkú yẹn rè gbé o ọba àtọ́pẹ́ yìí.
Iṣẹ́ ìyẹn mẹ ọ̀sà ọba sẹ́yìn jẹ́ inú yẹ o lórí ẹ̀dọ̀bá yọ̀ọ́kọ́ àwọn ẹ̀dọ̀ yàfẹ́ ẹ̀ náà bẹ̀ ọ̀ká ẹ̀gbọ́n ilẹ̀ yàfẹ́ mẹ̀rẹ́gì òtún wà yà sabana la no mokuye rene edo ya fe oba atope ise etanega ihe ibinoki imae oni ebote course ema na tieno bioma na tienewo na guve o na tamo ya tienyo benwe na enwo we ni uwe na ya tienyo ihe ni oriani ihe dole mi yi so pa we ke ni na dole mi yi uda wo emu he yi mi no ma ye yo bo kan o ha jo ma ri ra o ha jo ma mu o dole yi won ye ri
Kakabo.
ke ni na dole mi yi ni we ya ri e we ni no nya mo na ri won ihe ni ogbo wa ni ni wa o te me Victor Bizugbe ihe o ye no manora na tie ye wo no la
Ihe na tie ye wo. Ugbe nwa ne ban na we ihe agbada no mo ne va no. O ga gbe wo bo na o gbe wo bo no pa. So pa ihe no mo ye gbe vio. Ihe keke be bo o pa yan hin. Ti an ju fi kian. Ebi ga sono ma uti hen yo. Waru da egu ti hen ye mi. No ya pris no me ya vie me we emi ni o bo mo abe he ero emi no ogwe o kaka bo yo bodai ihe o wa nwe na no bun ma me we ewo no ma he emi na ye no de o na dagme do won no roto temi na ati hen yo o gwa ma na he o na ye no uligi aro to tonu na ati hen yo ewo na ayeke ihe ave muladia we e wana we ne we na ga hie na ga hi usi na ga temu ni giro toto ason ya ro avan ya ro do wo bi amase tia we amu yo ma be obo ati hen yo e ba ni hen na so agbo ma dole mi iyi so pon owan no we na ga gien agi vio èmi ni weru ne abebi kunuru were ugo re no usie gburu wa ayamu here okeki oho ema ihe ni are ologo owu ago mi oyi ni aye temtem ni awulo popo hu ni ihe na tie ne hin ayo no ya ra na ya kokin ani ogbin ani
o si
oba to pe
ise ma yibu wedi o te pastor ihe me we zebe omusa loboa evinu movement we ya gwani ihe no na te bible ihe no so ero gbesonia a record I view gunda dia be we e bible have o ye ve ba pe ya gi ogbeso muda edigun opa we e bible ihe no e bible no ote
Domono wa talk edono pe wo won tare magwa kana no da e ma na oyi iye ke we oriaki na mie iriaki na mie bi iye ke oho na tie repercussion no ye olowo ma no le lo ko yan no da wa nyise afia gbele lehia wa wo iyen le lehia e ba no salo bana ka bu we bi no wa we iyen rie yoto aro ke bu we zokpa eri afia gbe we roto afia gbe ke biyen we zokpa wa we miye umiye wa we mi run e ba afia gbe u we mi afia gbe bere ri mata ba be bi no wa o salo bo ayagbona je onwe iyen ilele ya fe no na te 10 commandment no ile ori gbe ni no ro iye ora okike thou shall not kill ugagi kill ne oni uriye abiye okike ema we no ti meka e ba no ha we emi na ko aro ayiso emi wa akoro ema yo bo ma ko aro wa kini ete egbo ma odeno do zori egbo ma wa lelu obo ni oyiwe na ge benu tai ba ge no tolo ma gbe
na te irepe
wa fi ewugbo una fi ri eso wo mana kan ya tun mu won irepe oreba o be bon me nyawe obo na ebe tolo we be bo yege mi sunu da we o sika muene eriye mi iyeki o ezepo ye ne gbe fi we ken we won we tolo ano we ya tolo nu ya ewu egbe ya ne inwina rene egbe ya tolo wa ne o wa ni ye ma eveil e ameve la ko wa ye ga so agripa so be na igepe ya ba e ya gon saman ye egbe ne eriye mi iyeki wega wene ni ozetigari eniyan mo okeke ma nu da iye to si o ma koto iye oyo ma mita iye ogbo ma di ne yimi iye osi ologo ma yo ma gbe dopa emi opa no gire egbin yen e ma ni bunro emi we lagbera ni o ma ge ni yen no unda o sa po aje mi fe newe ewe ugawe urai uri yen ewo na ugawe uri yen be no be aje we be no wa egene ke na gbotion ebe ye na bon me gbo a ona wo mo pa ma de yen unda era ro wa yero wa yen gi kia o sa lo wo duwa no dege ni bro pa ma ri egbe la na ona tie egege eke ori gba odu wona we ha ona wo yen no sa oba tie we ona we woni akinu wo we mi ya ona wo tun wo no pe na tie ebe owo yon maka gba o ebe yon maka be ri e oboje o e dado okun ge eyen ne ogbugbo eri ebe eyen no ge oso won na we ya boy ka be lodo pa ona we wa we we ma me ni we ona wo ma iye we ni ka ma na we iye enu baba iye de nu aduza ona we esagion tun enu to mi ovie buye ga de ne ona we gin ta ma wona we ebe ro akia ona we nda ebe akporu e di lo wa ona we iye ro e dagbon ne no ri mi o kan afiru gbegbo e kan ọba uwe la ma wa ma be la wo wa u sa me no ma nwo ma be nwa me no ko bo were ona ti ran di ne aba we gbe mi ade ke de afie de na e na unda ori yen ne o sa no go do ati ne wa gbo ma u ya ri azigo u gbe emu fua o u gbe emu fi eze o we ga o ga ma mi no de we iye ni de o ga logo ma ni emi ese ezo ọba atọpẹ
ise anyway wa da matana wa ni gbama wa da matana wana gbera gbiye wadana matana u vara ko o yue akara ni yue abio u gbo wani awe no gbo wa we wa u ya ari azen igo u meke na fe u meke na bowa u meke na hin moto ihe ni hi o wa no nya mi nu we ya ri o be tin enwe ihe ma won ebedo awe bo ya ro awe body na ya meti abege no yo amu wa we aya tie bo na yo we no fiaye okwa he isago eya boya fe ni redo ima awe body no mi kena no yo amu wa no so kwa no wo ko we ru mana ze da ya we bo una tie keka tie ni oso wa ni gbe iye ni oso wa ni oso iye ọmọ ìrírí ìyẹn ọmọ ẹgẹnẹ dẹ ẹnumarẹ ńlá gbóhùn ọgẹdẹ mu yóò tọ ó zẹ ká yẹ bẹ ọmọnyà èké nínú wẹzẹ yọ ní ìyẹn nọ ọmọ rẹ náà wọn náà mọ ọgẹdẹ ní ìyẹn ní gbẹ ọkì kẹ ẹ pọ kẹ wú sọpọ náà yẹ náà ìyẹn ń lè lọwọ èké ọwọ èké àrùn ìyẹn nọ ọ ẹmẹnu wẹ tá náà tìyẹn nọ wá ọmọ náà wò ó dà wẹ. Ihe ni ole le sekiri ase ihe ni wa ima ho na mi ugbeso we e ma ni gba ori ma ni age tie ni ma wa mi na ye na ni ya zere we na oba ma ye ni awe ejo we awe awo kagele ta yin afi he so pa kagele so yin tie kwaro awo wori eni efe yo eni efe wo veni inu aru odo fie worie ye la toma e gwebo teleyi awe no bion we wo pa ihin to ori ye fie po ben we be hin ma se we no ma ko se de ye gwa o ma da ro ba o ma da ro wo we o la toma be o wa vi osisi ai agun ahon ai mi ai ko kuli akwa webo so po we we wo ni o we bo ya ye ekere ni ga vi ese ebobo wede ebode na aduwa edolo pe o munda we emi ni hehi oyin mata na we ma no mari he otana bisugbe ihe
mame na wa gwa na ihe na wa ha na asubo ye gbe ihe oyere no ka mo ma gbe ye fi igbera wu nebute SSS odawe yinu gwe huda emanso wa re wo owi atuba gbebo mu eyeliwe ni ari uto ya atubero wa mu ogbe ori wa oga kian so pon be ni amana rawe ya amana adu oyi huda we etiguwe ara mewe ya mawe ropo na gbin aberi o gbe na baya ogi asin de mi he asin kaka ni gbin ya ti he mara gele we na ni mari o ya yi na oya ti hen yo mami ihe ona be mu eyo we negi o ma iwe eri gbera ekenu pe ise o to na we 50 by 100 we go pa wa o ma be ro wa u ya mu 100 by 100 or 150 u ya mu no nya lu we fi obo yi ni e fe ti go esin ehun digo ego ebi no hia ya ki eke ori he oti he no ori oni no hia we ho no gwalo ma no abe mi ku ni e kan si eyo wa we ga tie ogwalo mi ami e wo won gbege awe no de o ze po yo kokko ni kuluku gbodo akun egbemu okun egbemu nu we ihe ni oroyo egbene o ga ze pe yen do kin o kan du adowe ya ere o ma na te o ze pe awe ye ti ladan wo wa hu da be mi ku no ru ihe oyo egbene o ma ko ma no we mi no ma aibe okeka we we no aye awe me ne ga ya bo won adowe na yimia ara yimia abese ti be kihe wuri egbe ba edo yimia yo ne bowe no le be no ho awe u ya confess why make a confessional statement ya mi eko masalobua osalobua ya bowe eri o be ye o ma no we ni ihe na oyo wa ni la egbe ni ona do mi ekwe ona kie wuri egbe bo awe se o be fo egbere hundo ni ọ̀rẹ́ ni máa yóò bọ́ owó ẹ̀yà lẹ̀ nìyẹn máa kẹ́ ni máa dẹ̀ yẹ gbégbẹ́ húdà ẹ̀rìn àyè gbé fi ọ́ ìgbàna ẹ̀ lè gbé wí ọmọ ẹ̀kọ́ wọn nọ́gà ẹ̀wẹ̀ sàríẹ́tì nìyẹn ọmọ awúrú yẹ rí àwò ọwúrú yẹ dọ̀lẹ́ wò yìí ẹ̀tì náà yẹ nù wẹ́ ni wẹ́ náà yà dọ̀lẹ́ wò yìí ìhẹ́ wà ẹ̀sìkẹ́ ẹ̀dùgbòrò wẹ̀ yé ara ọwọ́ ọmọ náà wà bẹ́ẹ̀ mi kù ú náà fi àìtó ú náà àrí ẹ̀yà ẹ̀bọ̀ ẹ̀wẹ̀ ẹ̀rí rọ̀pá so pa ọ̀wọ́n na fi gbogbo èyí dòdè ra ọ̀nà sàmóògò bá mẹ́sẹ̀ àwẹ̀ hò kẹ̀kẹ́ wẹ̀ yí ọgbẹ́ ìgúnmọ̀ gbé kẹ̀kẹ́ ìhẹ́ kí a nọ̀ rẹ̀ gbẹ́ ọba àtọ́pẹ́
ìhẹ́ màgbákà ni wọ́n wẹ̀ lọ́dà yìí mana wẹ̀ fíọ́bọ̀ yóò gbìdọ̀ òrí ẹni èso ní ọwọ́ ẹ̀ òrí ẹ̀gẹ̀ ọwọ́ òwẹ̀ mú làwọ̀ uduro mura no anonya na asora yari amami wa we ebode uda ihe ofian utome ona te so mi piya gboso won wo owo kigbesi ya gboso no imanibu yan wa pa ma ka wo yan gbele yan o but ni bu wo yan fi obo yido o iya we no ma keke eduna iye ewino emi he na mi we ni wa egenede ka sunu yo via sunu yo kwa eba sunu ye bonibu ti ya mu na mi we omo ma ro ho wa gele ya ti ani yemi omo no we mi ni iye na fe wo waro wo ma ne do ma ri oko aya bi yen oni emani me àwòrán mẹ́yà ó fi yẹn gbèsò ọwọ́ kò náà ọwọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ owó ẹ̀yọ̀ ha ọwọ́ yẹn máa fi owó ẹ̀yọ̀ ha ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀ fi yẹn ẹ̀sọ́ owó ẹ̀yẹn gẹ́gẹ́ fi owó ẹ̀yọ̀ ha àbẹ̀dọ̀ wẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ara mi wẹ̀ èmi ni máa ọmọ àrùn wa fúndà ọmọ ìnùbẹ̀ kí ẹ ládìá ilé náà yà wà àánú yà kó wẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ àwà àhó ni ọ̀rọ̀ àwà ìyẹn náà ni wọ́n ẹ̀ mi o we o se e we to bu o na wo ko afian no fi we oro no fi an to me negi an ba me dagbe ya iyen mi na sikegbe mi na sikegbe so pa wo bo we ni kata si iyen odo le mi yi eje ni ria eje bo ria we ewe o no we na ge mi no wa dun ai we so we genede de kokko wo wa ruwe èmi no ria oke polo oteka owa aziba owa de koko ude kun oteka awa no iye so we ro aweru e ba fa o me no si e le dade wo werio na ba me e mama ni o me no si e na mi we iya iru e ilele na te lo uhi awa ihe e lohi. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Ye bodo yi. Okay, Bible. Ni tala ni wa. Ihe no. Udadu hi ne dado le bewo. Ke na le court. Ke na le wowa. Ke na le awerima. Ke na ege baba on. Emi una ema. Una we wọ́n ní ugbómi náà gbẹ̀yọ ọ̀rọ̀. So pọ́n rí yẹn ugu emi ame ihe kinema usabo no mi mafa no mi emo ni mabie afa wo te awa kinye otame paso
domo onana e bone no iwe do no wa mi na ya na de sino kan me iye mi no wo hama e wikin mi ra no ma e gbo o zebo mana gbo bi e do pataki no wikin no ye mi no me mo ave ko wọ́n wẹ èmi kémi náà àgbọ̀nà nẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́ ẹ̀rọ wàwé mi èsì èrò wàwé mi dà èrò ẹ̀mí yẹn náà èso rọ̀ náà tiẹ̀ ó sànúwó do ayagbọ̀n ọ̀nà yẹ ìwọ̀n ẹ̀ erun òun àfihàn gbé ọ̀nà bẹ̀ yẹ ìwọ̀n ẹ̀ ìyẹn nuwe kémi yìnyín kó yìnyín nuwu yìnyín òkèkè ọ̀lẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ni wà yìnyín sẹ́ afiangbe buwede wa be nyonge dan una te iyeni obi bo mande usalo ba tai ebi no wa wi ye yoto aro kebu owe zokpa ye meji yoto afiangbe kebi we zokpa nu da emi no ma ko oro iye soro na tie no ma wa we esoro na ya bo agbon to agbon oro ugawe uyegbe vio eso yiye ya buebo beneri mata eba ai mogo wegbo ai wogo beze ai wogo gaba bi eso iye no e me soro na mi go akun mi awona ya gwa luto ara iwe na weto we mi ye ugbeso ko fi owe yiwa awe owe mi ye ibi ekun mi a odo ekun mi nda oleba ene odo bo yawe mi agwa na ni iye olawa ni ado awon mi wewewe amai weri omo wa de fe dokma emi wa sunu emi yon lawa atae yo to ni aya rile owani aya rile eboni aya rile won tagbon beno saloba rile won tagbon na orile sonya unye ugawu bene ni mata bible no wa be oya yebota thou shall not ugawu iye le lo mani wa be we mi esi afiangbe le lo e be soro na osaloba wa afiangbe nu de ni esi ni ewu yen ga mi ni ko no ro emi o ko e mi yekin e ma afiangbe be kin da do bonu ri fie mi ge orewe iye na ya hwe iye nu we zese yi aya ebu edowe iwe re gbeta iye nu zese yi iye nu we ya hwe kwa aya ebu edowe oyo mana oyo we na ge o ma no re gbedia oji no igbedia awe na ede kotuwe wa ebe seba abe bu edebe yo we edewe na abe mu ezo na be gbi ori mari e ma we ta fan for ye yeri gbedia ni ologo ma ni ye lele kian ede na iwa wewe aze yoyoyo ejoji kai we ofo wa ya gbewa ede de agi mi won se na la ona zobo mi miye nunda okeke oho e ma
wesi anyway na zobo bi kokoro ko ma edoro pewo wa mi eni ni buro ni hen si yebo ologo wa ni hen si yebo obo sense wa ki ma so bowo na mi we ihe osaba no eje mu ewo ria awa no rebo uhinaji ya se gba be abe politician ni se boyo oteso gebo iya ori we ni hen se emi nu we nu awuna ọmọ lílò jẹ́ ní náà ala wọn mú rẹ̀ ìyẹ̀kẹ́ àáyá rẹ̀ ìmáwẹ́nù wà rẹ̀ máa ò sábàrójú wàyá máa ṣùgbọ́n àìrù ẹ̀ ló jẹ́ máa tà ọ́ lígì lọ́rọ́ náà ẹ̀mí yẹn ọ̀rún sinmi àyè náà ní ìmọ̀nà ìwàlẹ̀ gbogbo ìlè máa náà ń wà mí ẹni àmì òde nọ́tù ọ̀dọ́ àwọ̀ àárí ẹ̀ owó ebe àwọ̀ àfihàn àfihàn ẹ̀mọ́ni rẹ̀ owó ebe níbi díẹ̀ ní ẹ̀mí ìrìnàkí àwọ̀ àfihàn àlàwọ̀ wa aite de miesowo awona mugora kile ihe we ni wetubo no woni ibi weru ni so ihe ewe waru ni no ri osi lade we na muwe wigo na hayo we no wani mana me no ro wa ge ihe ni ki eni ya ni wa ebo na wala wo abe otesegebo waru so no ikose na wari no wari no aru no man na ne no
when I saw John Ebo your good your view boy oven okeke are mu na be o ya mu na wa so a ori
ni anyway kan ya wese
don't know Bible na la wona ye me na we mi when I tell me man o ma mi ori o ebuku na la wo re iyen ma be gbe o se mi ame osuwu osu ipapa osi Ọlọ́run wa yo wa na la na yo bi ma si emi ni bi ibi o adori oja ebo keke oba atope
ise atame
ihe mi no ma ye gbe de gbe owe ununaya ti he ye ununaya ti mi ame ete ununa ti yari ba hu do ni ikepa na yin opa yin oku wa gi ma le ni he hu da were igban re bo ki le gbe wi o no le gbe mi ni ne o ga we o ga ko kieke o se ti yari ni ebe de na akwe afi were no ro gari pa egua de ma gbe igetoku itwe wahari be dan ho na itwe awe ebonire ekabetu itwe ma ni igosa o atokpe
me anyone me twe agboya fe keniri ye kovia keniri yo kori on wo de ke ya fe osaro ba wo no mu here no da de bo ya fe oba atokpe
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Hello and welcome to WIC Women in Conversation, where women talk about women. Here we discuss things that are happening around women. We try to make sense on those things that you might think does not make sense. We try to bring meaning to things that you think does not have meaning. And we sit here to talk about women to make us understand that we can do anything that we put our hearts to do. That's how it is here on WIC. Thank you for joining us again. I'm Patricia Uremu Gabriels. And of course, I'm not always sitting here alone. I do this with my sisters. I call them my sisters because they are my sisters. Every woman is my sister. We are women's keepers. So we keep we look at our back for each other. So they are my sisters. On my left, I have Mercy. Mercy is a certified nurse who talked about menopause with us the last time we were here. Mercy.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
You look so pretty. I guess it's the Christmas season.
Really? Yeah, there's no difference anyway.
Really? Okay. I'm coming to come and steal that beauty from you. And then on my right, I have Gift. Gift is the banker in the house. Of course, she came with money today to share to every one of us for the Christmas gift.
Good day. It's such a pleasure being here.
I want to take your hair. Once the program is over, I'll take your hair from you. And I have Abigail. Abigail is the English person here. Yes, she is the English person because she is the CEO of Poised for Excellence Finishing School. You must finish school. That's what Abigail will always tell you. Abigail, welcome to the program.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for joining us out there. Today we're going to be starting with a special episode. Well, not that special, but it is special because we're talking about men. You know, usually we don't want to talk about men, elaborate things about men, but today we're going to do that. We're going to do something different. We're talking on polygamy, and you know, we hear men say they are polygamous in nature. We always hear a lot of men, not all of them anyways, but most men say they are polygamous in nature. I want to find out today, how did they come about this statement? Are they really polygamous in nature?
I really don't know how they came about the statement of them being polygamous. If men are polygamous, then we also are polygamous. Because the eyes you use in seeing people outside, we also have that eyes. So I think it's just a statement of an excuse for them to do whatever they want to do. You see a lady outside and you admire the lady. Yes, we can see a guy, a good-looking guy too, and admire them. You know, so I think it's just the excuse, statement of excuse they use whenever they feel like they want to have their way and do some things, you know, because I don't think it's actually right. Men are not polygamous in nature. It is their eyes and their hearts that is
polygamous.
Yes, yes.
Okay, but they quote some parts from the Bible.
And
they will tell you, is it Abraham or somebody had two wives, you know, exactly. So that's their excuse, not excuse now. For them, it's not an excuse. That is the reality for them. That's why they say they're polygamous in nature.
Okay, now if we go by that, starting from Genesis, when God created, He created them man and woman.
Exactly.
Not women.
Not man and women. Not Adam, Eve, Rachel, or Rebecca. It was just Adam and Eve.
Rema.
So if there was anything like that, it would have started from the beginning. And if you check through the Bible, anything God has got to do is got to do with God and His bride. Husband and bride. Husband and wife. Bridegroom and the groom, or bride and the groom. So tell me where they get this their sense. It is still the same thing, just as my sister said, it's the excuse for them to cheat.
Yeah.
There is nothing like that. Now, if you think about it, Abraham went for 2 wives. How was his end? What was the end of the 2 of them? It came about malice, you know, resentments, contention, and all that. Sarah began to feel, I'm not loved. This one is preferred more than this. And then the whole house began to be in chaos until God still stepped in and said, drive her away. So let's be realistic. It has always been a man and a woman. So it's the excuse. Check the story of Solomon, they give us excuse also. Solomon's heart was turned away from God because of different women. So when you have different women, trust me, your heart and everything about you will be chaotic.
Because one is just enough for you to deal with.
One
woman is a whole lot.
It's a whole
now
lot.
Then you bring into Haba.
Okay, let me come to you. I had a guest who came on a program, not this program, another program that I anchor, and he's not agreeing to what we are discussing here.
Okay.
He has 4 or 5 wives, and he told me 3 more to come. That the 3 more are being prepared outside to bring them in. And then he told me that they do not fight, they live together, and that he has peace more than a man that has 1 wife. And he also said, for the financial aspect, that these women, he's a big person, so he has different kind of businesses, and he decides to put, okay, you held this business. So they are into competition to see who brings more money back home at the end of every month, or every 3 months, or every 6 months. Do you think this can happen in a polygamous home?
Well, I think it's really difficult to find such kind of coexistence between. In fact, one woman is. One woman is peace already. Now, when you have 2, you have 3. Well, I don't know what he's doing, except he's going to share his secret with us, and that's what I just want to say.
He promised to bring them for this program.
But for a woman to peacefully coexist with
another woman,
not 1, not 2, not 3,
with our nature of jealousy.
There's something fundamentally wrong. Yeah. It is either they are just there, so let me remain here, so I'm taking
for the gain
off the streets, or the gain. Exactly. Now, if he has given them the opportunity to head a business, I think that could be a support
financial
for the gain.
Yes, for the gain.
Yeah.
Like, okay, at least there is something I'm doing. I may not be so happy in the house, but there is something, maybe a value I'm contributing. It's not maybe the love
and which
that
religion
genuinely connects them
and
together.
their religion. If they are Muslims,
that is what you come in prepared.
Okay, that's where I'm going to come in. Do you think that, okay, they're Muslims, like you said, if they're Muslims, they come in prepared. But you said women have this tendency of being a jealous person. Do Muslims women don't get jealous? Is that what you're trying to say?
They do.
So
I've had friends, they do. The only thing is, there's something I always talk about, this thing, belief system.
Yeah.
It has gotten into their head. You don't get jealous of the other. But let's be honest. No man can love 2 women equally.
The same.
Never. I don't care what their religion tells them. You must love them the same way. It can never be.
Why do you say that?
Let truth be told. Even with God, the grace given to you is quite different from what is given to me. You might be given the grace, to do exploits in your TV shows and all that. I'm given the grace to do exploits in my nursing work. So is it the same? No. The way God deals with you, the way you understand God, the way you understand things is quite different, and that is just the way it is. Let's be honest. In the so-called other religion, now there will surely be one that is good on bed. The other one is more understanding. The way he loves this one is because she is good on bed. When it comes to I want to make love, I'm always talking about this nonsense. People always say I make love.
Because I like to talk about it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
I think
That's just it.
women are
I know.
jealous naturally.
Naturally. It's
Naturally,
it's,
yeah.
I
That's
think
how
I
we're
saw,
wired.
No, it wasn't a clip, a picture. of a man getting married to a second wife, and the first wife was forced to sit beside him. At a certain point during that ceremony, she started crying.
Yeah, this
And
movie.
yeah,
It was a movie.
this movie, it was a
Yes,
movie,
yes, 7 doors.
Seven Doors.
Yes,
Yeah, it was
I
a
felt
movie.
the pain.
Like
Wow.
it was happening to me.
I felt humiliated.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Okay, then you saw it in a movie.
Yeah.
I have seen it in a real life. Delta State, where I come from, especially the Yoruba men, they marry more than one wife.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, it's a chain of tradition for them. It's you're a man when you have more than one wife, and so they have taken it to a different level these days that they could pay the bride price of 2-3 women
At the
on the
same
same day. They all wear the same uniform. They all come for the party, dance, and they are being sprayed. So, what's your take on that?
Well,
Do you
for
think
me,
there's still no
my
jealousy
sister
or?
talked about carrying different graces. For me, I don't think I'm graced with that kind of. There are women who can fit into this thing, and you'll be like, "How are you coping?"
I
But she
still
tells
believe
you
it.
it's
I think
nothing.
they
Boiling
cope,
down
they
is-
cope with the fact that they already have this belief and
Exactly.
this mentality. So whenever the
They've been
jealousy
nurtured.
sets in,
Yes.
they talk to themselves because you came in with this, you saw this, you are already like they have been prepared. For
Your
this.
mother, their mothers will
Yeah,
even
would have
tell
told them, yeah,
woman
so-
know they drive, woman come up for house.
Exactly.
Mm.
So you know that
it's
mentality.
the same belief system from childhood. They've been told,
So
always expected that you would have a second.
So
And
they-
that is why you have this Yoruba notion. "Ẹgbà tó fi nà ìyálé, ló máa fi nà ìyàwó." So they have that notion that I would always have a rival.
Exactly.
But however it is, I have come to live with it.
But it still doesn't
But
mean
it doesn't
that the
mean that
jealousy
they are not
is
jealous.
there.
It is there,
Never.
it will definitely
Okay,
be.
okay.
Except the man don't want to be honest.
He is not.
Tell me
Let's
he
be
has
honest.
100%
He is
peace in
not
that
honest.
house.
Never.
Okay, very recently, polygamy has been very common. Okay, very recently it's been very common, and you find these young girls, little girls, even going into this.
Yeah. They are not going there for love.
So that's what I want
True.
to ask.
Status,
Okay, is it that they're going there to be taken off the street and answer or bear the Mrs. thing because there's this notion that women are more than men in Nigeria
Of
or
course.
in the world as it is
A
right
poor
now?
man is not.
So is it that some of them get into this marriage thing just to bear the name Mrs. because I've had some of them say that.
I
Some
doubt.
would even give you the scriptural backup that there will be a point in life where
Seven women
seven
to
women
one
will have
man.
one
One
man. And they'll be like, okay, let's just
It's happening
bear
now.
your
It's
name.
happening
It's
now.
already
It's happening now.
It's happening now.
That's why
Especially with the
it's
little
for-
young girls.
There
They're
must
doing
be
that.
something
And
they
I
are
think even in the
gaining.
more developed world, I heard women don't want to work anymore. They have rich guys, they get pregnant for them,
And then you take care of me and the
and
child.
you have like 3 or 4 fathers. So they are sending in money
Baby
and then
mamas.
you're
It's
doing
the
well. You
game.
don't really need
It's
to
not
hustle or
about.
do
It's
so
not
much.
about love, because I was discussing with someone before this section started, and then I was letting him know that, see, most times some of these things is not based on love. It's for the gain. Someone like me, it's not about the gain. I want to love you. You must love me back. And whereas you can't love me back, I have issues with you.
Sorry to cut you, sis. I'm not going to agree to just be in the game because we have 4 guys. And
Who
you
are
see
doing
them
that?
with the 2-3 women
Yeah.
in
Are you-
one room
are
apartment.
you sure?
Yes.
So
Are
what-
you
no.
sure they
For
knew?
poor guys, I think
Are you
that
sure
would be
they
for their
never knew?
religions.
Yes, it's either
That
their
would be the
religion.
No,
religion.
no, no, no. I have
Poor
seen
guys,
I
a
have
wo-
seen a poor guy doing that it doesn't have to do with religion. Probably he's not even a Muslim. Like you said, in his one
Yes,
room
I
he's
have
having
seen.
2-3 women.
Then in that case, it would be like, I
Did-
just want to be a married woman.
No.
That's what I
Funny
think.
Yeah, I
enough,
just want to
at
be
the
off
beginning,
That's what I
street.
think.
at the beginning, some of this secondary and tertiary, let me call it like that. The first one is nursery, the second one is primary, the third one is secondary, and then the next one is tertiary, because you see that tertiary is wiser than these remaining 3. Yes, the more the women, the wiser they become. Why do I say so? The first one is coming from the love.
Yeah, the first one usually comes
Always
in with
love.
love.
I
Yeah,
love
love.
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 And then the second one is coming for competition.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah.
The third one is coming to possess.
It's coming for Gbasgbos.
How do you want it?
It's either you allow me
And
to
then
see
the
or you
third
won't.
one.
The fourth one.
I mean, the fourth one
To
is
show
coming
off.
to show off. Killing me. If you have it,
Everything.
he
He wouldn't
would
have brought
still
me
come.
in.
Exactly.
Okay, so that means women are polygamous too.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
So if they,
So it's the
one has
control.
excuse.
Yeah,
I
that's no
just think
excuse.
It is an issue of indiscipline.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's just the issue.
It's
You
just-
cannot take your eyes off it. And it doesn't wait until it gets to marriage. It starts as little as I have this phone and I'm looking at a phone because I really need to have it.
Mm-hmm.
It starts from things as little as that. If not properly curbed in children, it will grow. And when
Yeah,
they
and-
grow,
yeah,
this is when they
it's
begin to
manifest.
feel-
Not,
It's
not
manifest,
being
yeah.
contented.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. So it's coming from a place of indiscipline.
That's when you see
so as
them
a woman,
say-
do you think women too don't have guys they see and they have these butterflies in their tummy? Do you think they can't approach? Some women are bold, they would approach.
Yeah.
But most women are kind of reserved.
Reserved.
You know. But a man, the moment he sees
Oh.
he wants to start spending, he wants to start doing that. No,
Start
it is
spending. That sounds nice.
And that's when they tell you,
But
a
that's
man
just what is it.
cannot eat a goosey alone.
Oh,
He has to eat
exactly. But the
ogbono
woman has
today.
been eating just told me obe.
You have to be
Without
eating
the
your
will
baby.
for
her. I feel for her.
And then the next thing they will tell us is because you're a woman, this is how you're wired to be, stay one place. So the man should be moving up and
And then
down.
even when you go to complain
That's
to your
true.
mother,
Yeah.
she's telling you
That's
are
how
the
they
woman.
are.
Behave.
So that's why the men are
Pray
saying
for
And
them.
they have
the
this
funny
polygamy
thing
thing.
is that they are even risking the life of those women they claim they love.
Exactly.
I've seen a woman that was admitted in a hospital and she took 6 pints of blood, and when I began to make inquiries, I found out that this woman is ex-wife. XYZ, HIV positive. And she never knew. It was through her husband she contacted it. And this man has been treating himself for over 5 years. How did he contact it? Tell me.
From the egusi
But this
soup.
woman
From
has
the
been
egusi soup.
exactly
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
egusi soup and ogbono soup and efo riro.
Hmm.
Exactly. So now tell me, you're polygamous in nature. Number one, you're risking your life. Your
Exactly.
health is at
Your
risk.
health is at risk.
The health of your children are at risk.
That's just the
The
physical
health
one.
of virtually everybody around you are at risk.
Spiritually.
Many people think it's just all about
Spiritually, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So many people think it's just all about HIV, Monlo. What about hepatitis B?
Talk to us
True.
about hepatitis B.
I think it should be a topic
No,
for another
talk to
day.
us on hepatitis B. Really, is it a sickness that is contagious?
Yeah, it is.
Is it contagious?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
Sweat to sweat.
Sweat, yeah.
Really?
You kiss, you can call. It's even HIV is even a
it's
junior brother to hepatitis
Yeah,
B.
hepatitis B is so contagious that even
It's
your
very,
housemate,
very, yes.
But
your
is it
housemate
common?
It is, but many
is-
people do not
don't
even
know
know.
about it. Yeah,
Many people do not even know.
especially people that have housemaid. I tell people make sure they get tested for hepatitis B. It's
From
very-
time to time, it is
Yeah.
very essential. And there's a vaccine for
Are there
it.
symptoms for it?
There are lots of symptoms. Most times you see the person is kind of yellowish in the eyes. You know,
Okay, that's what we call yellow fever.
kind of, not really. To a layman, kind of. There are many symptoms it has. You will see yourself always dehydrated also. And that's why they will always tell them to hydrate themselves. Do you understand? Weakness, it comes to weakness, fever, different. I
But
mean, different.
it's only the person that has it that has the symptoms. You can't
Sure
just
now,
see.
yes. And you know there are different types of hepatitis.
Tell us.
There is
Hepatitis
B,
B.
there is C, there is
Oh,
E.
oh,
Yes,
okay.
there is even A. Yes, and via some factors, it could be, you could be treated. But there are some that you just have to live with it all your life.
Wow.
Sure.
Really?
Yes.
Let's go on a short break. We'll be back to continue hepatitis B. It's not a discussion for today, but I mean, we have a nurse in the house. Welcome back. We're still here on WIC. My name is Patricia Uremu Gabriels, and I'm still here with my sisters talking about polygamy. But you know, when we're talking about polygamy, something else came up, and we're discussing that we were talking about hepatitis B, how serious it is in human. And Mercy was dealing with that. Mercy.
See, most times, if you know, when we come to the country we are in, you can't be too careful. Because most times, even when you're careful, you don't even know how you come in contact with most of those diseases. Hepatitis B can be gotten from different ways. And that is why men that claim they are polygamous in nature know it that you have a license to get hepatitis B. 100%. You come in contact with only God knows how many women. How are you sure of their health status?
Maybe they will check before.
No.
Really?
Men
Do they remember to do that?
Men judge the book by its cover.
True.
Once she's clean, nice makeup.
Oh, wow.
They feel she's okay.
The next thing they tell you, love at first sight. I was asking somebody behind the camera, I was like, what do you know is love at first sight? I don't even believe in that word, love
I
at
also
first
do
sight.
not.
Let's leave that for another day.
Okay. No, I know who you were asking. I know who you were asking.
We Nigerians, both men and women, especially the so-called polygamous in nature, please be careful. Hepatitis B is a disease. In short, it's a virus you live with for life.
Okay, let me ask you one more question before we move on to men and polygamy. For hepatitis B, is there a vaccine that is to be taken as a newborn child?
Yes, it's not a vaccine. There is an injection which is given to a child within 48 hours when the child is delivered.
So what about as an adult, like I am now?
There
You've
is a
told
vaccine.
me about it, and I'm scared already. I'm worried.
You need not to be worried. Just go and get yourself tested. Okay. And then if you're free from it, there is a vaccine. Yeah. But truth is, it's not free.
How common it's this?
It's very common. Let's be honest.
Okay, like someone said behind the camera, she said there's no awareness.
Yes, there's not enough awareness because I don't really know why. Because trust me, for me, hepatitis B is even more dangerous and very easy to contact compared to HIV.
Really?
Yes. We enter bus every day, you sit down with somebody and you're not even sure of the... Exactly. Like this morning while I was coming, oh my God, at the time I began to, I was like, God help me, God I beg.
Not just even
do you understand?
Market.
And exactly, you go to, okay, like this season, you are going to like Oshodi and you are scrubbing your body with virtually everybody on the road. The conductor is standing and collecting money and rubbing it all over you.
Oh no, I saw a video a colleague sent to me for Lagos Island.
Lagos Island
is today at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah. Wow, this morning.
It was like the whole Nigeria was there. And I was like, 9:30
Where are they getting this money? Because I really need it.
I was going to say that. money no day, market the full. How now?
And that's why
there's a spirit of Christmas.
That's why we were told take it easy in drinking now. Because people have money.
Yo, our father gave us an
advice. So hepatitis B, everybody should be very careful. And from time to time, at least every 3 months on a norm, you should go to check yourself.
Where can we go check?
Health centers, hospitals.
Is there a fee to be paid for that?
Honestly, it's supposed to be free. But
the Nigeria that we are.
Exactly.
Okay.
Normally, the vaccine also should be free, but
go check out your hepatitis B status. It's very important.
Yes,
it's very, very important. I never knew it was this bad until she mentioned it. And thank you for bringing it up, really, because it wasn't part of our discussion for today. But we're going to be going back to the polygamy thing. And for polygamy, I have a story to share. This story has to do with a man and a woman. Let me just read through the story and then we'll take it up from there. He divorced his wife of 22 years for his daughter's best friend.
Wow.
So divorcing his wife and going for his daughter's best friend. And then along the line, he lost his legs and hands in an accident.
Wow.
And his new wife, who is the daughter's best friend, abandoned him.
Of course.
Okay. And now he expects his wife to come back and take care of him. And the wife is saying, I'm no more your wife. Why do you want me to come and take care of you? Do you think the wife is being wicked at this point? Okay.
No. She's not. Wicked as in how?
Because everybody is saying, or rather people will say, family will say, 22 years, you had children together, you know how we say.
There was no more.
I'm sure.
22 years ended from the day you divorced me. So there was nothing between us.
Exactly.
So why would you?
I'm sure no family member
It's
will
not
go to
mandatory.
meet her.
If she wants to.
Out of the goodwill.
Out of love. It could be out of love
Probably. She loved him so much.
And still love him because
And
love can.
Let's be honest. If that woman goes back, he will see Shege Pro Max. If he had, that's the
He
truth.
might not.
If
If
she
she actually
if she
goes
actually
back for
loves
yes,
him,
yes.
If she actually loves
him.
she will. Trust me, she can never be happy.
No. I don't think so.
No, I don't.
It will be a burden in her life because this is a man that I loved that was complete.
No, before she actually takes and agreed to go back, she must
Something
have fought.
made.
No, I don't think
I
the
doubt
man.
any woman will just walk in and go back to such.
No, that doesn't say. If she actually goes
doubt.
back,
Most
because
women
will
I
not.
doubt.
But if she goes back because
She's
of
going
love,
for something.
no,
Do you think there will be love, sir?
No.
No, truly.
No, truly, she
you
might
could
still
love
be
really,
in
really
love.
well.
Yeah.
That you could decide.
Yeah,
you
to
you
go
don't
back.
even need people to tell you.
Exactly.
You could just decide and
To
say,
just
well,
for
I love him.
for sake of those days.
yes,
Yeah,
the
let me
good
just
old
take
days.
care of him.
But there's
She
a
can't
but.
be happy.
Let me tell you, Mercy, I understand where you're going. There will be a but there.
There will be a but.
When the problem becomes too much for her.
Exactly, it becomes a burden to
and
her.
then she begins to nag.
She will begin to nag. She
leave
can't
me
be
alone.
happy.
Didn't you dump me for another person?
Exactly.
and
So
all
tell
that?
me.
Yes.
That is why they say love can never be enough. It can never be enough. There are many things that love cannot cover for. It doesn't matter what it is. It will only last for a while. We are not God. It's only God that will bear you till the next and even send his only begotten son to die. Nobody wants to do that.
Nobody wants to
Even
die
if
for
she
you.
does, she loves you. At the beginning, she will think, okay, I can manage. But first, that woman going back, number one, that man has little pepper.
Money. Is it money?
Yeah.
Could you just say it so that the viewers,
Money.
will understand?
Substances. So that even if that man later buy, she has something to gain.
Fall onto.
Let's be honest. See, I like being realistic. That's the truth. No woman will just go back. You've divorced me. You called me a nobody. You said my breast has gotten flat like slippers. I am now old model. And then
went
you
for
go
my
for a
daughter.
small girl that will call me mother. And you expect me to come back to you with love? I will come back because of what you have. I will take care of you, but trust me, that man will see Shege Pro Max. Let's be honest, it will surely happen at the end, because when she gets to the stage of she has carried you here, and during the process, Christ.
So do we all agree with her?
Agree or not?
yeah, but there are some that will do that, and there are
Have
some
you
people
seen
that
any?
will actually it's probably 2 in 100 that would actually go back and actually take care of the man. Why? Because they just want to do that for probably the love they had, the love they shared, and not have anything. Do you understand? There are some people that can do that.
But let me let you know another reason why that woman, if the man's family are sensible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because at
If
that
the man's
point,
family are sensible, can you elaborate
sensible,
on that?
you know, there are families that are a whole lot.
That didn't support.
Let me
the
use
man
this
in-
word. They are cumbersome. In the sense that there is nothing they are good and responsible man. And then you're looking at this person that, oh shit, that left a woman that suffered with him for 22 years and went for a small girl. He is responsible. That family is sick. That must be a narcissist.
The man or the family?
Probably the family of narcissists. Maybe.
What's your take on this?
They wouldn't even have that courage to.
Yes, they won't.
approach
Yeah,
her.
they won't. They won't. They
To
won't.
come back.
Exactly.
Yeah, to come back.
No, they don't say so. There are families that will.
Like they would actually go and come and meet more.
Wow.
After
you're 22
years,
and you've left.
No, wait. They were watching when he brought in the young girl he got married to.
The daughter's friend, don't forget that.
The daughter's friend. Like, okay, that should be like the
They will
woman's
tell
daughter.
you because
No, come
they
on.
will tell you for the sake of your kids.
My kids are fine. If my daughter is of that age and she has a friend, she's an adult already.
Trust me, there are
She's an
families
adult
that will
already.
have that boldness.
No.
Okay. We would like to know. We would like to.
No going back, no turning back.
Exactly.
No.
Thank you.
Because
no woman will
turning
want to
looks
go
like
back.
I don't have a self.
Exactly.
Self-esteem.
Yes.
No.
It looks as if you're from nowhere.
Threw me out and then
Thank
you
you.
want me to walk in the night. No. Let's do this.
When
You
a
threw me
woman
out in
does
the
better,
day, and then you
want me to come
walk
back
in
at night.
No, that same energy you had that time when you were bringing in the young, fresh blood. That energy.
On the news tonight, President Tinubu decorates new IGP, charges him to lead firmly and improve security. VP Shetima begs SGF Akume Governor Alia to stop fighting as Benue political crisis worsens. Some Edo residents condemn attack on ADC members. Residents of Warri Delta State protest against power outage spanning 2 months. Lagos State government moves to enforce mandatory health insurance at the grassroots. A beautiful evening to you, and many thanks for joining us on ITV Network News from the Abuja Network Studio. My name is Godwin Dele, and tonight from our Benin studios I have Anu Oluwapo Stevens joining us on the news, and also Patricia Daniels joining us. Good evening to you, ladies.
Good evening, Godwin. Good to see you.
Okay, good to see you.
Good evening, Godwin. Good to see you.
Good evening, Patricia. We move straight to the news. President Bola Tinubu Wednesday at the State House charged the new Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, to restore peace and strengthen security nationwide. The President issued his directive at the decoration of Disu as the Acting Inspector General of Police, pending the Nigerian Police Council's ratification of the appointment and the Senate's confirmation.
That was President Bola Tinubu decorating newly appointed Acting Inspector General of Police Tunji Disu with his new rank. Speaking, the president described Disu's appointment as coming at a critical moment, urging him to rebuild public confidence in the police capacity to do their job in collaboration with other security agencies.
And now you assume this responsibility at a defining moment for our nation's security, and expect you to strengthen the discipline, enhance interagency collaboration, and restore public confidence in the Nigerian police.
President Tinubu urged Disu to advance the pillar of his administration renewed hope agenda. He expressed confidence in Disu's discipline, operational experience, and leadership capacity. He reaffirmed his belief that Nigeria would prevail under a committed leadership. The president urged all security stakeholders to work collectively to safeguard lives and property during this critical period. Speaking with State House correspondent after his death, IGP Disu promised to ensure improved security for Nigerians and enhance welfare for police personnel.
One of the first lectures I'm going to have with my men, I'm going to let them know that the citizen of the country are the boss. It's very, very important for them to know that no police anywhere in the world can succeed without the cooperation of members of the public. I'm going to ensure that I take their welfare into consideration because people who are motivated are putting their best.
Present at the decoration, we had the security advisor Nuhu Ribadu, Chief of Staff to the President Femi Gbajabiamila, Governor of Delta State Sheriff Oboriwori, amongst all from the Aso Rock Presidential Villa, Abuja. Amikaro Atta, ITV News.
In another related development, the Acting Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, has officially assumed office as the 23rd Indigenous Inspector General of Police. Security correspondent John Tenna reports that the acting police boss takes over the leadership of the Nigerian police force from the retired IGP Kayode Egbetokun on Wednesday at the force headquarters in Abuja.
Being decorated with the rank of Inspector General of Police, President and Chief of the Bola Tinubu at the presidential villa on Wednesday. The acting Inspector General of Police immediately left the presidential villa for the force headquarters where he inspected the quarter guard. IGP Disu takes over the force from the former IGP Kayode Egbetokun as the 23rd Acting Indigenous Inspector General of Police at a brief but colorful ceremony at the force headquarters. While exiting the force, the former IGP wished the new acting police boss success in his new assignment.
As I hand over to my successor, the one chosen among the best, I do so with confidence in his competence, experience, and strategic capacity. The foundation has been reinforced, the system recalibrated, the reform trajectory clearly defined. All these he has been part of.
Meanwhile, acting IGP Olatunji Disu assured of a professional police force and improved security for citizens.
My tenure will therefore be built on three clear commitments: professionalism, modernism, accountability, integrity, commitment, and trust. To all officers, I will demand the best from you, because the people who serve deserve nothing less. Integrity, compassion, courage. These are not optional qualities. They are the job. But I make this promise in return. I will fight for your welfare, your dignity, and the conditions you need to serve effectively.
Nigerians will expect visible improvements in security from the Inspector General of Police, given his antecedents as crime fighter. John Tenna, ITV News.
Meanwhile, Vice President Kashim Shettima has urged the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, and Benue State Governor, Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia, to reconcile amid state tensions. As State House correspondent Nikarata reports, the Vice President made a plea at the Progressive Governors Forum Renewed Hope Ambassadors Strategic Summit in the State House Conference Hall, Abuja.
Gathered here at the Progressive Governors Forum Renewed Hope Ambassadors Summit are key stakeholders and big names in the All Progressive Congress. Vice President Kashim Shettima, who stood in for President Bola Tinubu, appealed to the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, and Benue State Governor Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia to settle their political differences.
His Excellency Senator George Akume and His Excellency Senators, penses and work as a team. Senator Akume, apart from Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, Senator Akume is the longest serving servant in our current dispensation. He's in his 70s, started work in Benue State Government House. He was the director of protocol. He was the permanent secretary. He was a governor for 8 years, a senator for 16 years, a minister for 4 years, and now the secretary to the government of the Federation. You have seen it all. You are an elder statesman.
He hailed the Central Nigerian's timely intervention to slow the Naira's rapid appreciation, predicting it would hit 1,000 Naira to it in weeks of such measures.
Today, we are seeing clear signs that our reforms have begun to yield results. Inflationary pressures are moderating, fuel prices are easing, our currency is strong and stable.
The Vice President also spotlighted the CBN's mop-up of about 190 million US dollars from the market last week, which curbed the currency's speedy gains at the official window after 3 sessions of retreat closing Friday. Apart from economics and reconciliation, Vice President Kashim Shettima rallied Renewed Hope ambassador under Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma to drive public engagement and showcase the successes of the President Tinubu's administration. From the old Banquet Hall, Aso Rock Presidential Villa, Abuja, Ami Haro Ata, ITV News.
And from the nation's capital, we turn our attention to Benin for continuation of the news. Over to you, Anu Oluwapo.
Thank you so much, Godwin. Here in Edo State, the governor of Edo State, Senator Mondo Gwebolo, has strongly condemned the recent attack on members of the African Democratic Congress, describing the incident as an internal party crisis that was taken too far. In a statement by his chief press secretary, Dr. Patrick Abujale, Governor Gwebolo expressed sympathy with the affected members of the party, saying that it was unfortunate that certain elements allegedly exploited the peaceful atmosphere of Edo State to perpetrate violence. The governor also condemned what he described as the importation of thugs and miscreants from outside the state under the guise of party politics, pointing out that such act will not be tolerated going forward. He stressed that as the chief security officer of the state, he will not stand by and allow Edo State to be turned into a theater of conflict in the name of political rivalry. The governor further declared that no amount of political blackmail would sway the people from supporting a government they hold dearly, emphasizing that politics should center on performance, engagement with the people, and the continuous effort to earn their trust and confidence. He maintained that as a leading political force in the state, the APC welcomes healthy opposition and will not be intimidated by what he described as blackmail or self-inflicted attacks. While sympathizing with members of the ADC and condemning the incident, the governor advised the party to refrain from directing accusations outside its fold, suggesting that the matter appeared to stem from internal disagreement. Governor Gwebolo warned members of the opposition seeking to cause unrest, urging all political parties in the state to resolve their internal disputes before organizing an event in the state. The governor further called on the police and other security agencies to remain vigilant and closely monitor political gatherings that could potentially escalate into violence, reiterating his administration's commitment to safeguarding lives and property across the state. Meanwhile, Edo State Police Command has confirmed the incident of unrest at political activities organized by the African Democratic Congress in Benin City on Tuesday. According to the police, the disturbance occurred at the ADC State Secretariat, located at Obilaka Street, off Saple Road, where hoodlums allegedly infiltrated the gathering shortly after the program had handed down and most dignitaries had left. The miscreants reportedly caused panic, chased attendees away, and vandalized chairs and canopies arranged outside the venue. Police patrol teams responded promptly to a distress call, but the suspect fled on site operatives. No casualty was recorded at the scene. However, during the ensuing stampede, a woman sustained injuries not related to gunfire. She was treated at a nearby chemist and later discharged. Security has since been reinforced around the Secretariat and its environs to prevent any further breakdown of law and order. In a related incident, the command said it received another distress report alleging that gunshots were heard at the residence of the ADC national leader and former Edo State Governor, Chief Jan Odigye Oyegu. On arrival, police operatives observed signs of malicious damage, including shattered rear windscreens and damage to parts of vehicles parked outside the residence. No casualty was recorded. The Commissioner of Police, Monday Agbonika, has ordered a full-scale investigation to identify, apprehend, and prosecute those responsible. Politicians have been urged to prioritize peaceful ways of resolving conflicts and disagreement as election approaches. The call is against the backdrop of a violent attack on members of the African Democratic Congress at the residence of the party's national leader and former governor of Edo State, Chief Jan Odigye Oyegu, thereby heightening tension in the state. Joy Obarsiabo tells us more.
Following an attack by hoodlums on members of the African Democratic Congress in Benin City on Tuesday, which left several vehicles damaged and some party members sustaining various degrees of injuries, some residents have condemned the attack, describing it as an operation aimed at turning the state to a one-party state, which undermines democracy.
If a top party member came into a state, it does not warrant to disturb them or shoot guns or do any things. All these things are still the oppression that we're talking about since.
Although Governor Monday Okpebholo has condemned the attack, but fears of escalating violence and internal party conflicts have continued to linger as the local government election and 2027 general election draws near.
Politicians taking or do advantage of whatever they think they have in their disposal is not a good thing to do at this crucial time. Peace is what we need to achieving a sustainable democracy. When we continue like this, what can be different from autocratic governments?
As the state grapples with the aftermath of the attack, residents and stakeholders advised politicians to shun violence and allow democracy take its course.
My advice to the politicians is that everybody should embrace peace. It is advisable that they should stay put. If you have done well in your political party, definitely there will be no need of running from one political party to the other.
Politics, as we know, is not a do or die thing. It's a game of if you are popular and you have a manifesto to sell it to the people. Let the people build the determinant factor of who governs them. We call them to shun violence because every now and then you see we accuse young people of taking to violence. But what we are seeing now, you can rest be assured that it's being motivated by politicians.
From Benin, Joy Obaisiagbon, ITV News.
Edo State Health Regulation and Monitoring Agency has solicited collaboration with independent television and radio to deepen public awareness on health regulation and compliance across the state. The Permanent Secretary and Chief Executive Officer, Edo State Health Regulation and Monitoring Agency, Dr. Adesua Urugide, made the request during a visit to the management of the station at the corporate headquarters on Airport Road, Benin City. Jonah Omoriwa tells us more.
The Permanent Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of the agency, Dr. Adesua Urugide, said regulation without adequate public awareness could breed resistance, pointing out that compliance improves when facility owners understand requirements, citizens are aware of their rights, and patients know expected safety standards. She reiterated that Edo State Health Regulatory and Monitoring Agency is the statutory agency responsible for licensing, inspection, monitoring, and enforcement of health standards across public and private health facilities, as well as public space with health risk, while emphasizing that the agency's focus is on raising standards rather than punitive enforcement, describing health care as a shared responsibility.
We want to indulge you in partnership when any medical or health advert that comes to you, you redirect them to come to EdoHEMA to take approval from EdoHEMA. Most of the time also, like, let me give an example, like these spas and salons, they have no right to do tooth whitening and skin bleaching.
In his response, the Managing Director of Independent Television and Radio, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, applauded the agency for its ideas and assured it of the station's support.
The angle of sensitization is
the responsibility of all of us, especially when you come to areas of infectious and communicable diseases. Health is everything to me, and I think it's something we will always prioritize, because already you have what you want, and I can say her presentation has really been well thought of and looked at towards achieving the purpose of the agency.
In the same vein, the Inter-Party Advisory Council in Edo State, led by its chairman, Bishop Ahalame, who described ITV and radio as credible platforms for promoting peace and political awareness, solicited for media collaboration in its forthcoming voter education and permanent voter card collection campaign flag-off slated for 28th of March 2026.
Of what IPAC staff, which is the overall body of all registered political parties, which our aim is to promote peaceful and credible election in Nigeria, to ensure that Edo State becomes very peaceful during and after election.
Responding, the Managing Director, Engineer Elvis Obaseki, assured IPAC of its continued support.
It is our responsibility to take it back to our people, to have confidence in the electoral process. And I don't think there could be any other medium than the media to tell the people you just have to get involved.
The voter education and PVC collection campaign is expected to cover the three senatorial districts of Edo State. From Benin, Jonah Omowa, ITV News.
Away from that now to Ondo State, where gunmen in the early hours of Wednesday abducted 5 worshippers at a church in Owo, local government area of Ondo State. Report says the armed men stormed the church, a branch of the Celestial Church of Christ, at about 1 a.m. while the service was ongoing, abducted the worshippers and took them to an unknown destination. The police public relations officer, Ondo State Command, DSP Abiyomi Jimo, who confirmed the incident, said the command, in collaboration with the Nigerian Army and local vigilante groups, immediately mobilized to the scene and commenced coordinated rescue operations. DSP Jimo said one of the victims has been rescued while one suspect has been apprehended, adding that operations are ongoing to ensure the safe rescue of the remaining victims and the arrest of all perpetrators involved. Ondo State Police Image Maker urged residents of the area to remain calm, vigilant, and cooperate with security agencies by providing credible and actionable information that may aid ongoing operations. And in Delta State, where residents of Efru and Warri in Delta State took to the streets, resulting in the disruption of vehicular movement for several hours in protest against alleged power outage by Benin Electricity Distribution Company spanning for over 2 months. Warri correspondent Benga Ahmed, who monitored the protest, brings the details.
Women, young and old from Alaka, Dapa Junction, Peter Road in Efron axis of the community disrupted vehicular movement on the Warri Supply Road for hours in protest against electricity outage by Benin Electricity Distribution Company. The protesters expressed anger over incessant electricity outage which lingered for 2 months. They lamented a situation where customers are paying exorbitant electricity bills but throws into darkness.
If we see any NEPA, we will not pay bill, we will not use that, we will not pay bill. We are not going to pay any bill, but I cannot be paying bill for what I did not use. What we have not used cannot be paid for. We didn't use this light, and they will just come around and say, come and pay.
A middle-aged woman, Mama Currency, who expressed her frustration over the situation, said she spent her money to purchase battery on daily basis.
Now battery I will start like that. I will get transformer. They say we get transformer. They collect money. I will see battery. We don't see them. See, I now carry console. We know they see lights. We know they see lights. See, 2 weeks I don't use all this one.
Efforts to get the reaction of BUDC Efron office to the allegations was unsuccessful. However, a senior BUDC officer who addressed the protesters, declined camera interview, said the current electricity situation in Efron and Warri is due to the shortfall in power generation and distribution from National Grid, and appealed to the protesters to be calm. From Warri, Benga Hamid, ITV News.
You're on to the main news on ITV. We'll move over to Lagos, where Patricia is on. Over to you, Patricia.
And the state, the Lagos state government says it has intensified enforcement of its executive order on mandatory social health insurance, urging local government and local council development area chairmen to lead grassroots implementation in a decisive push towards universal health coverage. Our Lagos correspondent, Ms. Linanko, has the details.
The enforcement of the Lagos State Government Health Insurance Law was the central message at the Strategic Day 1 retreat with the LGA-LCDA chairman under the aegis of Conference 57 on the implementations of the executive order. Chairman of the House Committee on Health, Honorable Lawan Aina Mushiba, said the Lagos State House of Assembly had long laid the legal foundation for care passing through the health scheme of 20, which established Lagos State Health Agency and the Lagos State Health Fund. Head of Service, Lagos State, Mr. Bode Agoro, described the executive order on July 20 as reformed at Gather Heritage for ordering some
While Traffic Management Authority LASMAN has confirmed the occurrence of a lone traffic mishap involving a leisure sport utility vehicle that overturned multiple times at the NYSC bus stop corridor along the Lasu-Isheri Expressway, culminating in the survival of a mother and her son. The agency said the Lagos Jeep traveling from Isheri inward in Gondo lost vehicular stability, causing vehicle to overturn twice. The accident caused serious gridlock that lasts hours.
If you are just joining us, this is Network News on ITV. Now it's time for a break. When we return, we'll bring you more stories in the news. Please stay.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Ugemobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Oba Tope! Yari.
of the police to call the members to a meeting dedicated to the ideal. They'll take class to greater heights. President, Rotary Club of Benin, Mrs. Elizabeth Ativier, stated this while speaking during a Rotary seminar to mark the 121st anniversary of the club's existence in Benin City. Efosa Owangwe completes the story.
Mrs. Elizabeth Ativier, a former speaker at Edo State House of Assembly, said the club, which was formed and watered by their predecessors, will be sustained and taken to the next level positively. Mrs. Ativier said Rotary Club has carried out several interventions in the area of health, sanitation, water supply to the vulnerable and communities across the country. She promised to embark on more interventions for the people to better the society and put smiles on the faces of the downtrodden.
The issue of grant is very important to the growth and development of Rotary in Nigeria. When we talk about peace building, to give room for growth. When we talk about conflict prevention, that is the icing on the cake.
The district governor of Rotary, Mr. Anthony Woyin, represented by Mr. Percy Okoje, said beyond the projects carried out in various communities, the club has groomed ethical leaders, community builders and professionals who are committed to making a difference in the society. The president of Rotary Club of Benin Unity, Mrs. Josephine Iberi, harped on the need for political leaders to be cautious of their duties and make the masses to be safe and move freely.
Kindly let us show a lot of impact. And let us continue to unite for good.
As Rotarians, we are very, very happy. We are delighted to be part of this celebration.
Guest speaker, Professor Edi Ragbe, advised people to dialogue to ensure peace and avoid conflict. He urged government at all levels to provide security for the people to ensure peace and harmony among the citizens.
We cannot just wish that there be no more conflict, no more disagreements and all. But rather, there is the consciousness, the call for people to work, for communities to work, to avoid conflicts. But when they do occur, they are supposed to be properly managed.
The high point of the event was the cutting of the anniversary cake and release of balloons to mark the celebration. From Benin, Efosa Owangwe, ITV News.
Meanwhile, elders, men, women and youth of Ubine community Ovia North-East Local Government Area, Edo State, on Wednesday, held a crucial meeting to inform the public that there is peace in the community. They said although the Odionwe of the community, Pa Usiobaifo Osayende, passed away on the 5th of January 2025, the second in command, Pa David Unwawo, and the acting Okaigele, Austin Idigi, appointed by the late Odionwe, have ensured peaceful coexistence in the community. Osemudiame Osage tells us more.
Elders, men, women and youth of Ugbine community gathered at the Ogwedion, known as Elders Chamber, to restore public confidence that there is peace in the community. The Ozukpo giver, known as the second in command in the community, Pa David Unwango, in company with the third in command, Pa Felix Agbonedeso, elders and youths said according to Benin tradition, when an Odionwe joins his ancestors, it takes 3 years for a new Odionwe to be appointed. They said contrary to reports in a section of the media, there is no crisis in the community as Ozukpo Giver and acting Okaigele, Austin Edigi, are handling the affairs of the community perfectly to their satisfaction.
Ozukpo Giver, no don't we, no go don't we dole wo yokipa. E o yibe Ozukpo Giver ni ma. Ima we no pe ahun no ho. Ati no Okaigele, Augustine, Edigi.
Baba na ni Daniel Nwago kekebe Austin Edigi. E o ero ne gbogbo no anwina dole. Nwina ni ma wo na.
Some of the youth and residents publicly declared implicit confidence in the leadership of the elders led by Pa David Unwango and Austin Edigi.
Pa Daniel Unwango is still the Ozukpo Giver, while Austin Edigi Osayende is the Ati Okaigele. Austin Osayande is acting on behalf of the substantive of Karele.
I can assure you that this place have peace.
The elders assured of peaceful coexistence in Ugbine community. Osemudame Osagi, RTV News.
Caesar Odua Agbodugaye has been appointed as Okagili of Igwe Uwangwe in Ovia North-East Local Government Area, Edo State. The inauguration was performed on behalf of elders in council by Pa Osabuai Agbodugaye at the community Ugwedion, known as Elders Chamber. The report is presented by Ikmonwusa Ugiagbe.
Inauguration of Caesar Odua Agbodugaye as Okaile of Iguwangwe. Speaking before the inauguration, Pa Osabohin Agbodugaye said the inauguration became necessary to ensure sanity in the community. He described Caesar as a humble and obedient person and advised him to work with others to ensure peace and development. In an interview, the Okaile, Caesar Odua Agbodugaye, thanked the elders for appointing him as Okaile. He promised to work with the elders to ensure peaceful coexistence of the various ethnic groups in the community.
It's a great day, it's the highest day of my life, being appointed as Okaile, that the Odion way of Iguwangwe. I'm ready to work with him and the entire community. I believe the community will move on with a good development. Oba Atokbe is
Iguwangwe in Ovia North-East Local Government Area is located off Upper Siloko Road, Ikmonwusa Ugiagbe, ITV News.
Moving on, Chairman of African Democratic Congress Ward 10, Oredo Local Government Area, Mr. Patrick Iyamu, has started counting losses following the attack by some hoodlums. Mr. Iyamu said he was relaxing with some of his friends when suddenly a group of young men suspected to be agents of the ruling party stormed his residence, destroyed chairs and beat him up and everyone around. Pius Usogo has the details.
Mr. Patrick Iyamu called on the security agents and kind-hearted Nigerians to come to his aid. House number 35 Sapomba Road, Benin City, where the incident took place, also serves as an office of the ADC. The assailants were said to have dished out threats of how they will return if the ADC banners are not removed.
There's a lot of threats. Now you put yourself for social media. Okay, now this guy, now they put himself for social media. Say they go House of Assembly. Don't worry. May you carry on. So I didn't respond anything. My own was that, give me my phone. They say, you still they talk? You still they talk? This thing lasted for over 15 minutes. My daughter came from upstairs. He said, now my dad do not they beat. My daughter quickly hold one of the boys. He fell him there. It was there the rest other ones, they started beating my daughter. Outside there, everybody saw it.
Mr. Iyamu went down on his knees, appealing to security agents to protect him and his property.
I am begging all well-meaning Nigerians to please save my building, save my life, because they threatened that I should remove this ADC banner away from my house. If they are coming again, they see this ADC banner, they will put my house on fire. But let me say, that threat will not make me to do so. I will not remove this banner. This is my personal building. I did not borrow money to build it. I inherited it from my father. It's my building. This building is senior to me. This building I've been here for over 100 years.
Earlier, in a statement issued on Tuesday night, the Edo State Governor, Monday Ukpewolo, expressed sympathy with the affected members of the party, saying that it was unfortunate that certain elements allegedly exploited the peaceful atmosphere of Edo State to perpetrate violence. From Benin, Pius Nsogo, ITV News.
170 graduates of the Faculty of Pharmacy, University of Benin, UNIBEN, have been inducted into the pharmacy profession by the Pharmaceutical Council of Nigeria during the 50th oath-taking and induction ceremony for the 2024-2025 academic session. The event, held at the Akin Decor Auditorium, was attended by parents, school authorities, academic staff, and medical professionals. Jola Deojo report.
Administration of oath to 170 newly qualified pharmacy graduates by the Registrar of the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, Pharmacist Ibrahim Hamid, represented by the Director of Education, PSN, Pharmacist Anthony Idoko. The Vice-Chancellor, University of Benin, Professor Edoba Omoege, SAN, described the ceremony as more than just the conclusion of an academic program.
We must be prepared to uphold the standards of this esteemed profession and to contribute meaningfully to addressing local and global health challenges.
The Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy, Professor Igodaro Igbe, noted that the department has built a strong reputation for producing outstanding graduates and encouraged them to make a meaningful impact in their future endeavors.
It is my hope that each of you will strive to maintain the honor of this institution by making formidable impacts through this noble profession. I therefore charge you to always be good ambassadors.
Guest speaker and managing director of SHF Access to Health in Nigeria and West Africa, pharmacist Dennis Aizobo, delivered a lecture titled Pharmacists as Frontline Healthcare Providers, a Global Perspective.
You have moved into a bigger phase, a phase that people look at you as a trusted advisor, and where your dedication will shape the future of healthcare globally.
There were goodwill messages.
The newly inducted graduates, I say a heartfelt congratulations.
The ceremony's high point was the presentation of awards to dignitaries, best graduating students and undergraduates as a form of encouragement.
The fact that I emerged as the best graduating student in pharmacy, that's actually a big deal for me, and I feel very happy.
6 years of hard work finally paid off. It's worth it.
Actually give room for more people out there to know about the course pharmacy. So we actually selling the profession to the world.
From Benin, Jola Diojo, ITV News.
In other news, the acting chairman of Igor local government, Honorable Osaro Eribo, has taken delivery of construction equipment from Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, as part of efforts to accelerate grassroots development and strengthen infrastructure across the state. Patience Osaragiwa reports that the council bus received the construction equipment following their inauguration by the governor, during which 54 heavy-duty machines were distributed across 18 local governments.
The construction equipment allocated to Igbo local government include payloader, grader, and a dump truck. The equipment have since been moved to the council secretariat and are set for immediate deployment to priority areas within the local government area. Receiving the construction equipment, Honorable Eribo described the intervention as historic and impactful, saying that it will enhance road maintenance, environmental sanitation, and drainage clearance across communities in Igor. Honorable Osaro Eribo also expressed appreciation to Governor Monday Okpebholo for what he described as responsive and people-oriented leadership.
All I have to say to our governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, is thank you. We in Edo State will be enjoying autonomy from Senator Monday Okpebholo, and you can agree with me that with what you are seeing, that if it is not autonomy, there's no way a local government can buy a payloader, a grader, and a tipper. And with all this, I'm assuring the good people of Edo State that a local government, with effect from today, at all the roads in Egon local government will be graded. If possible, we will tie the road.
In a related development, the acting chairman later dedicated the equipment to God during an exhortation service held at the council secretariat.
Man proposes while God disposes. So there's nothing that we do that we don't put God first. In all of this, I cannot thank the governor enough for what he has done for the people of the local government council.
This service was attended by management staff, council officials, and members of the legislative arm. From Ego Local Government Secretariat, Patience Osaugiwa, ITV News.
Moving on, Edo State Senior Secondary Education Board has facilitated a training of over 1,000 senior secondary school teachers in Edo South Senatorial District, who are due for promotion from 1st July 2023 to 1st July 2026. The two-day training held at Idia College, Benin City, have participants drawn from the State Secondary Education Board and Board for Technical and Vocational Education in Edo South Senatorial District. Kinsley Uchegbu has the details.
The training at the instance of the State Senior Secondary Education Board, SSEB, and Board for Technical and Vocational Education is for teachers due for promotion from 1st of July 2023 and 1st of July 2026 in Edo South Senatorial District. Edo State Commissioner for Education, Dr. Padi Yamu, who declared the two-day promotion training open, described the exercise as a call to higher responsibility. Edo State Head of Service, Dr. Antonio Kumbowa, said the move on the directive of Governor Okpebholo is to clear areas of promotion in the state.
Our expectation is very simple. We want them to use this form of motivation to do better in their respective roles.
Every one of us is focused on ensuring that as soon as this is completed, you get your promotion letter.
Facilitator of the session, who is also the Executive Chairman, SSEB, Dr. Rita Otiwo Erewele, spoke on enhancing teachers' effectiveness through effective principal supervision.
Our Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has high expectations from the education sector. So we needed to put this together to ensure that the principal supervisory skills in turn enhances teachers' effectiveness and bring a result that our able governor is expecting from the education ecosystem. Our vision is to ensure that Edo State comes out first in the top ranking in our academic performance, both in internal and external exams. Before the end of this academic year, we will attain that dream.
Some resource persons commended Governor Okpebholo for the gains being recorded in the state's education sector, while some of the promoted teachers promised to redouble their efforts.
Our promotions be given to us with areas. You know what that is? Very, very 100% motivated through this training. It is very, very impactful.
High point was a special appreciation to Governor Okpebholo by the newly promoted teachers. Kingsley Uchegbu, ITV News.
Edo State Police Command has declared a woman, Emmanuel Isosa Blessing, missing. In a statement signed by the police public relations officer, Edo State Police Command, ASP Eno Ekoidem, the woman, Emmanuel Isosa Blessing of Ogege community of Sapleril, Benin City, left home on the 22nd of July 2025 to an unknown destination. All efforts made to trace her proved abortive. The statement adds that Emmanuel Isosa Blessing is 25 years old, fair in complexion, about 5 feet tall, without tribal marks, speaks Benin and English languages fluently. The statement adds that anyone with useful information about the whereabouts of Emmanuel Blessing should kindly contact the nearest police station. Deliberation on Nigeria's political, security, and social development dominated the discussion on the breakfast show this morning on ITV. The report by Ayes Unamure is presented by Osemudiame Osage.
From the Benin Network Center, Chairman, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Edo State Chapter, Moses Aguinede, commenting on the topic, 2027 elections as a civil responsibility, youth mobilization, said young Nigerians must move beyond social media activism to active civic participation, including voter registration, peaceful advocacy, and community sensitization. Mr. Aguinede stated our youth involvement will play a decisive role in shaping credible and issue-based elections in 2027.
Edo youth are very conscious and agile. So that's why we tend to treat them with caution. It's for us to shun courtism, shun every form of violence whatsoever. Do not allow yourself to be used as political talks.
From the Abuja Network Center, human rights activist Comrade Gerald Kachi, alongside leader, director of Speak Out Africa Initiative, Kenneth Eze, condemned the attack on former Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, in Benin City. They described the incident as a threat to democratic principles and warned that political intolerance could undermine public confidence ahead of the 2027 general elections.
There should be a level playground, a peaceful, allow people produce results. See, that is the best way to win people.
A very proactive and responsible government to do is to fish out those who have perpetrated this kind of evil. To exonerate his government and not begin to, deny it didn't happen. Is the one that orchestrated it. It's unfortunate.
From the Lagos Network Center, a United Nations humanitarian ambassador, Dr. Victor Okai, examined the exit of the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, raising questions over whether it was a voluntary resignation or influenced by political pressure.
In the military, let them run their things in normal way. Civil service, let it run the normal way. Don't come and disrupt the system. When you disrupt the system, you will mess up things.
Semudame Osagi, ITV News.
We now take a breather. Please join us again.
Some days, there comes the Ugemobo Festival, which the Oba celebrates outside the palace gate. A pavilion is built of red cloth where rites are performed to drive away all evil spirits still unsatisfied by the year's sacrifices. The Ugemobo Festival is to commemorate an event in Benin history which dates back to 1504 AD.
Yari yari, Oba Tope! Yari yari, Oba
The Oba of Benin added a colorful mood to the year's celebration as he walks round the city center amidst cheers.
Let's now join Solomon Aino.
And victory over Edo Queens in Port Harcourt in the final round of matches before the break in the NWFL Premiership. River Angels opened the scoring in the South-South derby as Abasio Fon Uwa converted from the equalizer. This camp in Yaoundé at the Ogbonna Glory, Christopher Precious, video assistant
ITV, certainly the best.
Citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we must continue to thank you for the time. When I tell you, watch us for ITV, they watch us on